Alright. Is this thing on? Oh, good. I don't have to waste my time figuring it out. How gracious. Alright, let's see here. What exactly should I talk about? I didn't think this through, to be honest. But, maybe I could ramble on about how I feel about death and murder, and that's the same thing. That's fucking stupid. Maybe the criminal justice system? No one gives a shit about that. Give me a second. Give me a moment. It'll come to me, I promise. Oh, I got it. I am what most people would call insane and a lot of other really basic things, but no, I'm not. Here's the thing. Lots of crazy people do a lot of things that leave an impact. And I left the biggest impact before I was taken here. Ooh. You see, I see myself as a storyteller in a way. A writer, if you will. I excel in telling little spooky stories for people. You know, when I worked at that local paper, I took that as an opportunity to bring my ideas to life. And ooh, that was so fun. It's fun having this little dynamic of minds. It's honestly a shame that I don't get to talk about it. Because, when you're a serial killer, you have to keep things hidden, no shit. Everyone knows that. But here I don't have to be, so I feel as if I can finally be comfortable to voice out how I feel. And being brought to this new place is, I think it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. It's so fun here. I don't have to worry about scurrying away from any police or ducking any suspicious eyes. I can just be myself. I can be that legend that I always saw myself as. I can be something more than just Danny Johnson, Jed Olson, whatever name I want to use. Even though Danny's my real name, but I'm more than just a name. That's what I'm trying to get at here. I am more than just a name. I'm more than just a man. I am a man of stories. I am a concept. I'm a force of nature. God damn it. Yeah, that's what it is. A force of nature that exists, that exists purely to spread fear, to spread caution. That lives and thrives off of everyone being unaware of my presence until I finally strike and spread the word of my legend. That is what I am. I am a goddamn legend. Oh boy, do I have so many stories to tell. Ooh, I have so many stories, and I love telling stories. Here's a quick one while I was in Philly. It was this one girl. I'm usually good at names, but it's been so long since I killed her, but I think her name was Maggie or something, I remember. And I had met her one time at a sandwich shop a couple blocks down from where I worked. When everybody would ask me to get them sandwiches and shit. I did it to be nice, to save face, how that is. Even though I could care less about these people eating, they can all choke on those dry-ass fucking pieces of bread for all I care. But that's not important. Let me get back on track, sorry. What happened was, I watched this woman. I watched her meticulously, and, well, she was a interesting one, to say the least. She had this whole persona about her that was sweet and kind and gentle and patient, but I saw how she treated her boyfriend. She was a very, very naughty girl. Yes, she was. I know that sounds really weird, but I just can't help it. She was not a very faithful person. So I thought this would be my next piece of work, my next, I don't know what to say, but she was going to be my next story. The perfect piece to the plot, the agenda that I was trying to create. And I continued to stalk her, watch her, observe her and her man. They lived together, how she would scour around with other men. I even watched her phone here and there through the window. She would text and call and send photos to these other men. I thought, wow, this woman's a bitch. But I can't kill her because she's a bitch. I can't kill anybody because I don't like them. I can't do that. That's sloppy. That's typical. I can't just pick out targets because they're terrible people. No. I need to find common people. I need to kill them just to kill them. So I didn't feel bad for the boyfriend at all. Thing is, though, she was a piece of shit, but I didn't hate her. So I snuck in while she was in the shower. And I wanted to be respectful and wait for her to get out. And as I continued reading these messages, I started to hate this whore even more. And it really, really got to me just reading these messages. I mean, my God, it was another man. Every scroll, every time I went down, it was another guy. I was like, Jesus, bitch, how much do you open your legs? I, I, I couldn't help but just hate this woman. And I didn't know her that much in person, but God, she's just a fucking flesh toy. And she's, how are you? I don't understand how people can just live with being used and used and used like that and just be content. It's disgusting, but I had to remain focused. God, this story is not as good as I thought it would be, but I can't stop now. I would never do that to you people. Whoever you people are listening to this, I'm not sure if anybody will ever hear this, but it's good to get this off my chest, to be honest. So, back to the story at hand. I waited quietly in the shadows of her bedroom, right beside the closet between the entrance door, and she walked in. I looked at her as she was wrapped in that towel, soaking wet after getting out of the shower. And I couldn't help but think about how much she sold herself out to these other men while having a man that she lives with. I just I just watched it and was disgusted. And I I didn't want to kill her. I did. It's complicated. I wanted her dead, of course. I wanted to kill her to spread more awareness of the Night Shroud. You know me, the ghost face, whatever the fuck. And I do it in a certain way. I kill to show that I don't kill for a reason, to make me more unpredictable. That's how you keep an audience entertained. You take risks, you raise the stakes, you show them that no one is safe. No one, not a single man, woman, or child is safe. But you also show them that you're not out here killing for personal means. You're just killing to kill because it lets everyone know that they aren't safe. That it could be anyone. It could be you, it could be me, your mother, your sister, your brother, your grandma, your cousin, your niece. It can be anyone. But this woman here was just a fucking bimbo. God, I mean, every time I read her text, it fueled my anger to this woman even further. And I didn't even know who she was at the time. I mean, I did, but not in the traditional way. But I digress. I wasted no time and I jammed my knife right into her back. And as she screamed, I covered her mouth fully with my arm. I started to pull her head back as I jammed the knife deeper into her flesh to hit her spine. And then I took the knife out and I started stabbing her in the back rapidly, over and over again. It was relieving, but I felt like it was sloppy. And then I threw her onto the floor. The towel fell off and I saw everything and I wasn't impressed at all. Then again, I'm not weird like that, so once again, I digress. So as she was there on the floor, scraping at the ground, bleeding profusely, slipping on her own blood, I proceeded to kick her onto her back, place my knee down onto her ribs, and plunge the knife directly into her throat. I didn't make her suffer enough as I wanted to. So I had to make it a quick and pretty simple kill. I didn't even have fun with it. It felt wrong, you know? And I waited so long to kill this whore, this woman for so long, and it was unsatisfying, to say the least. I really have to stop growing an attachment to people. It makes killing them least satisfying. It ruins my work. And I hate when my work is ruined because then people start to misunderstand my purpose. They misread my agenda. It goes over their heads. But whatever. Every artist has their failure. It's why you grow from the last one and you don't commit those same mistakes. Mistakes frustrate me, but they are only temporary problems. I don't know. Then again, I haven't had that perfect story in a long time. I haven't found that perfect piece. You know, in these weird little games that they have us play with these generators and these hooks, there's another guy that he writes. He's a storyteller like me. You know, I might ask that guy a few pointers. Shit, I might let him live just that one time. I don't know. I got a bad case of writer's block. Yeah, that's what I'll call it, writer's block. But when I find that spark again, that inspiration, I will for sure be reaching out and flying through like a bat out of hell to catch a hold of that story. And I'll be sure to report it back to you, my lovely audience. Oh, would you look at the time? I gotta go. Thanks for listening. Maybe we should do this again sometime. Good night, darlings.